Welcome to Revolver Live, the gaming podcast that says forget the past. The future belongs to the nerds. Revolver Live is a gaming podcast with 6 revolving topics. You can be a part of the show by submitting your topics for consideration at revolvergamescast@gmail.com. We go live every Sunday at 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern.
The fuck, Beasley? 4 o'clock.
I just said that to make sure you guys were on point.
We're on point. We're on point. I got your back, Beasley.
Thanks, man. At least I feel good. I got 2 guys with me.
I wouldn't even know what day it was if it wasn't for Revolver.
Thank you. Thank you. We're here to keep people on. You know that you got to go to work tomorrow because you see us today. We go live every Sunday at 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern at twitch.tv/Briar Rabbit. The video is then shared on YouTube at Briar Rabbit's YouTube channel and my channel, Beastly Gamer. If you're unable to see us today live, or the video format, check us out in podcast form on Podbean, iTunes, or wherever you do your podcasting. Don't forget to leave us a nice, beautiful, shiny, big, bold review on Podbeans and iTunes because it really, really helps our podcast. Welcome, guys. This is Revolver Live, episode 43.
It suddenly only now occurred to me that I need 2 revolvers. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, just like the logo. I want to be like,
You got like the
You'll be
Yosemite
fucked
Sam
up
beard.
quick shooting like that, Brian.
well, I mean, no, I should not. Let's be clear. I should not be trusted with actual firearms. Airsoft, even then, we're kind of on risky business. We're on we're on thin ice with airsoft. I'm talking maybe a couple of cap guns, I think I
don't
can
know,
be
man.
trouble.
I've seen you work a last word and like you got the Yosemite Sam beard going on. It'd be amazing. You could just you have to do a thing where you shoot the ground and it lifts.
Do like the mustache out a little bit.
You got the magic touch when it comes to that last word. We love your hand cannon action, so we think 2 hand cannons would probably work really well for you. Someone with your skill set, let's just say.
Also, I think what we need is like a wood carving, right, of the Revolver Live logo. Oh, not a wood carving, like a whole table. So when we do our Revolver World Tour, it goes on the bus.
Yes.
Right, and that's like our community, our commune. That's where we hold conference meetings, right? It's where the business gets done, is on the Revolver table.
That's right. And
You know what
every
I'm saying?
spot has our name like wood burnt into it, like a brand. Like
Yeah, brand. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
It's a round table.
And there's like cup holders.
Yeah,
absolutely. And an ashtray next to Willie's.
Yeah, 100%. You know it. We need a table now. Shit.
Yeah, man, we need a Revolver Live table.
I know, we need the bus. I got to get the bus first so we can put the table in the bus.
I'm starting to feel like I started the wrong business.
Should start a wood carving
take a rocking chair with a revolver Ingram on the side of it.
Oh, shit.
I've just been doing it wrong. So this is going to be a really interesting show today. We're going to, of course, mention our wonderful sponsor, On Air PC. Briar has a few words to say about them, but get out the rags. Get them to the fan because the shit's about to splat. It's going to be a really exciting episode of Revolver Live. If I do sound different today, it's because I've been instructed by my superiors on the show that I need to move my Blue Yeti closer to my face.
I told him about 3 years ago. He finally did it today.
Yeah, and I told him it just makes it look like I got to give Ultron a blowjob or something.
It does kind of look like that. I'm not going to lie to you, but it sounds fabulous.
We also gave some solid advice of not straight on to the side of the face.
Right. Yeah, it's a side adjust microphone, so you want to be here, not here.
Briar. It's so natural.
I know. Just close your eyes and give it your all,
You can learn so much on this show. It's great. Plethora of knowledge.
Is that what it's called?
Plethora. I wouldn't quite call it a horde. It's not really 300.
I think it's a myriad of questionable topics.
There you go.
Highly questionable.
and so you guys know, today's episode I will be the designated sober host. As you can see or hear, my co-hosts have a few, let's just say, alcoholic niceties today.
This is my first beer. It's like 3/4 full.
What are you drinking on, Briar? What is that?
This is backseat burner. Dude, check it out. It's got Wilson's van on the cover.
Oh, it's got a cute. What is that? Like a Saint Bernard?
That's a cute little puppy on the label.
That is a cool van, dude.
You better be careful, Willie. If you smoke the right thing around him, it might turn into Cujo.
I mean, you right.
It's really hard to see. I'm gonna get him really close to the camera, but he's even got a tie-dye.
Oh, he is cute, bro.
Oh, that is so adorable.
And then there's a bunch of smoke coming out the back. You see that?
Yes, there is. That is my
Willie,
van.
Yeah. He's in the back. The mattress is down.
That's Hadouken in there. I'm drinking on an Elysian Space Dust.
Ooh.
Mine has a little hops. It looks like a doobie, but he's actually throwing up like a galaxy.
This is like the craziest thing, right?
Yeah.
You know, I come from the hood. You can probably tell by the way I speak. And so, I did grow up in the hood. And the only beers we saw were like Colt 45s, Old English.
Yeah, a little bit of Mad Dog,
Mad Dog 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah. They had that kind of shit.
We had a lot of that stuff growing up too, obviously, but mainly it was because it was cheap and you could get a lot of it.
Yeah, that's probably why.
I drank all that stuff.
Everybody was too drunk to work. And so, it would be unfair if I didn't show you guys what I'm drinking. And it's got a pretty little design. I know everyone here is familiar with Arizona. They do not make alcoholic beverages, but they do make sparkling water.
Wait,
and,
is that like the Arizona iced tea?
Yes.
I have never seen anything sold by that company that didn't come in a can that looked like a pitcher. Like, those like cans that are like as long as your thigh.
Yeah. It's Arizona iced tea, 100% natural, lemon lime, sparkling water and minerals, and water. And it's really good. It tastes
sure
like
there's not alcohol in there.
I can play it. This is the kind of stuff I've been drinking since I've started my new diet, and it makes me feel good about myself. It's like a can of water that someone put some carbonation in and a lemon spit into it. It's refreshing.
You're on the keto diet, and you said you lost 20 pounds already.
19 pounds.
19 pounds. How long? How long? Like 3 weeks?
Since the 9th, yeah.
Since the 9th. So, about almost 4 weeks, I guess, right?
Almost.
That's incredible, man. That's huge. Are you enjoying the diet? Like, does it satisfy you? Was it hard at first?
The first week, maybe. Now I don't have any desire for anything like sweets or breads or anything like that. I do broccolis, cabbage, asparagus. I do red meat, natural fats. I eat plenty of avocado and salads and spinach and kale. And it's so healthy. Your body begins, instead of burning glucose, which most people burn through carbohydrates, turns into sugar in your blood, your body begins to burn the fat on your body. It's called ketosis. Your body creates ketones when you run out of carbohydrates to burn.
Are you doing fasting as well?
Intermittent fasting comes by, you don't have to try. Kate didn't eat dinner last night, right? She made dinner, but she didn't eat anything, and she didn't eat anything at all. I told you how much weight she was. She weighs 108 pounds. She was 119 pounds last week. And so today she came in here, and I had a low-carb Atkins shake, which my container's on the ground. But I had this morning. It's kind of a breakfast shake. It only has, 3 grams of carbs in it. And I wasn't hungry at all, and I'm still not hungry. But she forced herself to just eat some asparagus because you only eat when your body really, really needs sustenance. And you get to a really healthy weight. Your metabolism, it levels out. This diet has been shown to fight the effects of cancer, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's disease, high blood pressure, diabetes. If you don't know about the ketogenic diet, I would just say, as a friend, to at least look into it, especially if you have family members who are suffering from some of the ailments I just mentioned, because it's truly it's an incredible thing.
I just read a really cool article about I guess they had a sample of flies. I don't know if it was for fruit flies or what kind of flies they actually used to do this, but they lengthened the average life of a fly, which flies, if you don't know, have a very similar like digestive tract as humans do, by changing their gut biome. So by giving them certain foods that would promote like a better, like more a better.
How much of that beer have you drank?
Just half, but it happens so quick now. Better you have all these like gut bacteria, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And by kind of like swapping those gut bacteria out by like promoting like healthy bacteria instead of ones that aren't so healthy, they improved the average lifespan of these flies by like 27 or 30%. And like they think this is gonna like this could definitely apply to humans. It's just this is like eating like. It's
pretty huge.
Yeah, like you could do this by like eating certain plants, basically.
Totally.
It's pretty impressive stuff. It was a cool article.
This is not a podcast about health, but I mean it's really incredible.
It's a podcast about whatever you're passionate about, so it could be about health.
Let me just say, okay, I got up this morning at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. Mm-hmm. You guys know from the last couple of months, I've been telling you how burdened I've been by work and the business, the podcast, everything. Kids, I feel like I have energy for everything. Yeah. I did another podcast already this morning.
Mm-hmm. Are you exercising as well, or are you just on the diet?
Say what?
Are you exercising as well?
This diet works better if you don't, for weight loss. The reason it does is because when your body goes into ketosis, it's the same thing that happens to your body when it starts to starve. So like, say for instance, hypothetically, you're out, Castaway, Tom Hanks, and you're starting to starve. Your body goes into ketosis.
Do I have Wilson with me?
Yeah, Wilson is always with you.
Right,
but until the very end, at least. When he abandons you in the moment of need.
Fucking
on the raft.
Spoiler alert, dude. Get the fuck out of there, all right? Fuck, dude.
So your body goes into ketosis and it starts to burn the fat on your body for energy, and that's why it keeps you alive when your body's in ketosis. And so your body also goes into ketosis when you're on a ketogenic diet. And so basically it thinks it's starving, but even though it's not, you're taking in healthy foods, plenty of fats, and other, healthy enzymes and stuff in your body. And if you exercise, if you do a lot of exercising, it tricks your body, it makes your body think that you're not starving. And so it forces it out of ketosis. So that's why this diet for weight loss, but for health, you can do anything. Once I get down to the weight I want to be, then I'm going to implement other things, cardiovascular, weight training and things like that.
Dude, if it wasn't for like getting off work and coming home and relaxing and like lighting one up, like I would not eat. Like I would maybe eat once every 2 days. Like I do not get hungry until I have my first smoke for the day, and then
you lucky bastard.
And my problem is I do two things. I eat when I'm bored, and I eat shitty when I'm on the road. Like I eat real shitty. So if like I'm out and about, like I don't even know how to fix that problem, because I'll just like stop at a McDonald's or a Burger King or a Taco Bell or whatever, just stuff my face, and I'll do it while I'm driving. I won't even like stop. I'll just go through the drive-through and keep fucking driving, right?
Yeah.
I ain't got time to stop. I gotta go. I got shit to do. And then I'll eat when I'm bored. So like boredom is like my worst enemy for many reasons.
Right.
Well,
for many reasons.
You and I, Briar, had
but
comment.
My mother was actually, I remember her telling me the other day, she's like, when you were bored as a kid, I used to feed you. I wonder if like that like trained your like psyche at a young age to
nothing to do.
You want a sandwich? Yeah, sure. Like I wonder if that's.
It's very possible.
Yeah, I want a sandwich.
Yeah, I want a sandwich.
Check it out. That's I'm a 300-pound, well, not quite so much anymore, but as a guy in the realm of the 300-pound weight class, super heavyweight, as they say, that was exactly my modus operandi. Whenever I, anything was going on, I'd go grab, some chips, if I'm feeling adventurous, get some yogurt, just anything, candy bar, M&Ms, the whole fucking shebang, whatever she made for dinner, I'd have a huge plate of it. And I go to work, and for the moment I was at work, I'd have sunflower seeds, and, maybe I'd order out and have somebody bring me some buffalo wings, just whatever, right? But when you start this diet, initially,
you got a place that'll deliver buffalo wings?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
100%. Patrick's. You better call. It'll take a long time. It might not be cold or fresh or edible. But when they get up there,
you ain't gotta go nowhere.
You get this like greasy ass box in the mail that's like buffalo juice coming out the edges.
That's the new diet, man. Only in Patrick's, man.
Only shit that's shipped for 24 hours or more and not iced.
You have a 6-pack in 6 months. But
I'm not hungry anymore. I'm good.
Initially, you have to fight. I was fighting my desire to eat, this stuff. But it's like now, on my desk, I got fried cheese, right? The Kate made. And she made it a few days ago. But it's like crackers. This is not a racial slur. This is like, crackers. And anyway, for me, I've gotten to the point now, if I'm hungry out in the world,
Right.
there's no desire at all to eat anything else out there. I'm able to go so long without eating that finally when it's time to eat, I feel like I have to eat something just so I can eat something. And that's a completely different world from where I've been for the last, 10 years.
Yeah, so I started my old concrete job back up. So I've been getting... Willie has been getting up at 6 a.m., if you can believe that shit. Like
Willie's been getting up that early?
Sometimes I didn't even really hit REM sleep until 6 a.m. Sometimes.
Really?
Sometimes, not, a lot of things to do in the video game world. And set your own hours. So I would just go to work the next day and just bust ass to get off at a normal time. But I might not show up till 10, 11, 12 at the studio. But now I got someone signing my paycheck. So I got to be there. And it's hot and we're trying to beat the heat. So I was literally out there in 90-degree weather and just sweating my ass off, dude. And for the first time, I'm like, oh, okay, this is I'm actually, if you do something physical, you kind of work up an appetite.
Yeah,
so I'm kind of
experiencing.
Man. So Sam's been doing me a solid and packing me a baller lunch the night before and stuff like that.
Nice.
And yeah, I'm super stoked, man. I'm ready. I'm getting outside. I'm getting exercise. I'm getting some sun. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. So, and it only goes until fall. So give me about another 2-3 weeks and I should be back. Everything was fine other than my physical stamina, dude. That's about 3/4 of the way through the day. I was kind of oh shit, man. I am, oh shit. I'm kind of feeling it. You know what I mean? The muscles are already kind of starting to hurt. And I'm usually that shit doesn't happen till 7-8 o'clock at night. So it's been interesting. I'm excited. I'm happy for it. So I'm going to be doing glass and concrete, doing 2 jobs basically. So
awesome, man. There's nothing like putting yourself out there and applying yourself, especially someone like you who has artistic vision, is able to put it into work. Some people just don't have that gift, and to see someone do it, especially the stuff we've seen you make and grabbed, it's congratulations. And I can't wait to see your PSVR.
Starting to rethink the wood revolver table now. Maybe that shit needs to be made out of concrete.
Concrete. Unmovable table.
That's baller, man. Wood tables are for pussy podcasts.
Yeah.
This ain't no pussy podcast. This is a concrete table podcast.
Dude, that'd be dope. We can get a Knights of the Round Table going. It'd be really nice. It'd be fun.
Yeah, but it takes 20 guys to move the table.
Yeah, that'd have to be a...
yeah, we might have to upgrade our bus situation, too.
Maybe to a semi?
I mean,
revolver semi?
Make the revolver table and then just hire a camera crew and some movers when you do move so we can see the expression on their faces.
We'll just have to build the bus around the table.
Be dope.
So, I just want to note, we got through with the intro in about 2 minutes this week. But we spent the next 30 minutes talking about cool shit that had nothing to do with our topics. So we gave you some freebies.
Right.
That's the Revolver freebies.
That's Revolver off the cuff.
Off the cuff. It's like BET Uncut, Revolver Uncut. You never know what you're gonna get.
You never know.
This is like some hood Forrest Gump shit. You never know what you're gonna get. All right, so we got some pretty cool topics for you guys this week. And
before we get into the first topic, though, let's take our sponsor, On Air PC. On Air PC is all about helping you get started in streaming, podcasting, or gaming. If you want a brand new custom PC, if you're looking to upgrade from an older PC, if you want to start streaming, podcasting, or PC gaming, On Air PC can help you get into the computer that's going to allow that to happen, whether it's a streaming PC that can play video games and stream from the same computer, or if you're just looking to, stream from a PS4 or an Xbox One and need a PC that can do that for you, or if you're looking to get a podcast setup going, On Air PC can help you out. They do it at reasonable prices. They can build you something affordable, or they can build you something completely insane like Frame Ripper, which I'm currently working on. This thing is, I got to tell you guys, Frame Ripper, the new PC, is amazing.
Frame Ripper.
I love this PC so much.
I love saying Frame Ripper.
I also like saying frame ripper.
Yeah,
but I'm so happy with this thing. I'm really having a ball with it. It's been fun, like overclocking the Threadripper processor. It's been fun, like getting dirty on the internals of this. I'm having a lot of fun with this. If you wanna build yourself a frame ripper, and actually, Ryan on AirPC, he's actually kind of duplicated the frame ripper, and he's doing some more testing on it to make it even faster, faster. Even faster. If you want to give Ryan a call.
Why did you get quiet when you said faster?
Because it was so sexy. If you want to give Ryan a call on AirPC, it's 330-850-1525. That's 330-850-1525. Or talk to him on Twitter at OnAirPC1.
Well done, Briar.
Hi, Sensei. All right, so the very first topic is Destiny topic. Has the Warmind sucked you back into Destiny? Whose topic is this? Let's get into it.
I put this one in there. I think Wilson's going to back me up, though. I got a feeling. I don't know how you've been feeling about Destiny, though, Beasley, so I'll be interested to hear your opinion on this. Warmind DLC has added a few things to Destiny that I think were sorely lacking from Destiny 2. One of those is some long-term grinds, and another one of those is difficulty. There is some actual difficulty to the PvE stuff in Warmind now, or in Destiny 2 now, and what that does is it creates a situation where you are incentivized to get more powerful, which means you want to grind for, overall power level, like actually just leveling up your character and your gear, but also going out and getting the best weapons and the best armor to actually, be able to do more damage and to, sustain more damage, and to like kind of figure out like what are some really good builds that are effective for doing certain things in the game. For instance, right now there's the tractor cannon, which they just buffed, and they made this thing do some really cool stuff. One is that it pushes your opponents away from you, but it also makes your opponent more susceptible to void damage, which means that if you have a bunch of void weapons or like a Nova Bomb to throw at that opponent after you boop cannon him or tractor cannon him, then you're going to do a ton of damage. There's also there's a new pulse rifle. I always forget the name of this, though. Wilson, can you help me out? What's the name of the Anabray pulse rifle?
The Polaris Lance.
Polaris Lance. I'm sorry, it's a scout rifle, not a pulse rifle. This thing is so cool. If you get 4 headshots in a row, it shoots like 1 explosive round, and the catalyst for it gives you Firefly, which means that every time you kill someone with a headshot, it blows up and does damage to the nearby enemies.
Surrounding enemies. Well.
And they buffed Firefly recently, but on top of that, as you're landing crits, it's pulling rounds from your reserve directly into your magazine. So theoretically, if you get to a boss fight and you have 200 rounds, you could pump all 200 rounds without reloading, and every 5th shot will have this little, it's so satisfying. It makes this noise when it loads up, and it almost kind of sounds like the old school siphon filter night vision goggles, kind of. And it basically shoots a little tiny solar grenade, and it sticks to the enemy, and it has a delayed explosion on it. And that gun is a lot of damn fun this week with the solar burn on the strikes. It's a lot of fun.
Like, with all this stuff kind of happened simultaneously. Now, I've been playing Destiny 2 since it launched. I've never really stopped playing Destiny 2. And even though I've had massive complaints about the game, I've enjoyed my time with it. But right now, I am hooked on it. Like, I am legitimately hooked on Destiny 2 right now, to the point where, like, I'm playing off stream and I'm trying to, like, grind for weapons when I've got, like, 15 minutes that I can fit in, like, between... I gotta charge this battery before I go on this photo shoot, so I can fit in a quick strike, like I can.
That's hardcore.
Yeah, man. Like I gotta. It didn't really hit me until last night when I logged in. I was like, I gotta do a couple strikes just so I can get this Polaris Lance, and I'm like, damn, I haven't like just logged in for a hot second just to get like a little bit of grind done in a long time in Destiny. I think it never really happened in Destiny 2. Maybe it did when we were just grinding for the raid for the first time, but it's been a long time for me. And I got to say, the Warmind DLC has really hooked me.
Let me chime in real quick.
Go ahead, Beasley.
Warmind DLC, the PvE aspect of it, I had a lot of fun with. Kate and I played through it, both of our characters, and it's a ton of fun. I haven't had an opportunity to do any of the PvP stuff, and for the last week and a half, I come home from work and I ask her, we're doing shirts or making mouse pads, and I'm like, let's play a little bit of Destiny. She just hasn't had the energy, and so I'll come in here and I can't play without her because we've been a team.
Yeah,
I want to. I asked her about it, and she's watching the podcast right now. Hi, babe. I've asked her numerous times. You want to play some Destiny? Let's play some Destiny. And she's just been kind of, busy doing other things, dealing with the kids, and she just hasn't had the energy to come in here and grind with me. I'm supposed to be getting together with her and Willie to run some PS4 stuff. I really can't wait to do it.
I'd love to do some strikes, my dude. Hopefully we get some really fun modifiers on the day that you want to do it.
Just tell me the day you want to do it, and we'll plan around that. Hit me up on Twitter.
I'm on every evening, so you let me know what night you guys are getting on. Because I play every evening. I play every night. I'm a hopeless addict. I'm
not going to take tonight away from you then. But tonight might be a good one.
We'll figure it out. But yeah, man, there's a lot to do, man. It goes a lot deeper than the story, as lackluster as a lot of people may have thought the story was. I wasn't that impressed by it. I thought it was really cool, from a what the hell is going on with Rasputin standpoint, where has he been the whole time? We were interacting with fragments of his AI left in other systems, back in the Cosmodrome, which is why we can never get through to him. And he's a scary motherfucker. That last cutscene gave me goosebumps of oh shit, what did we just do? Did we just open Pandora's box? Is this thing gonna go rogue on us at some point in time? But
I felt like he almost felt like he's a god or something.
That's what I'm saying. He thinks he's better than us.
To me, yeah.
He has no equal, according to him. He's basically Xerxes from 300. The guy that, what was it, the Persian the guy that
black
came
dude
in
with the nose piercing.
Yeah, man, he thought he was hot shit too, man, and he
was
fell
black. I
hard.
thought he was gold.
He was black and gold.
Okay.
He had a midnight talon shader on. But anyway.
Yeah, but that's something I asked you guys right after I initially played through the PvE portion of the game. That's going to be a very powerful and foreboding enemy in the future.
Catalyst.
The message that's left is holy fuck.
Yeah,
you hear a message I have no equal, and basically Guardians are fucked.
It's probably going to be unfortunate because, he just woke up and then now all of a sudden, all these other expansions are going to be coming and he's just kind of going to be doing his own thing. So, it would be cool if he
Briar
maybe got...
snorting the line, guys. Hold
on. Maybe he got involved with... that was a good one. Maybe he'll get involved later in other DLCs because we did wake him up or something. But, I'm finding myself, making an effort to get max light. I'm making an effort to find. I found all the data nodes, and
I can't remember the last time I tried to get max light, Wilson. I can't remember.
Yeah, I know, because you're a beat the raid, and then if it happens kind of guy. So for me, I'm chasing the sleeper nodes, even though you just get a stupid emblem at the end. Whatever, I appreciate those little things. I've been grinding out Escalation Protocol. I got the Sniper. I got the SMG, which are both absolutely beasts. I put out a quick little clip out on Twitter of me destroying this pole dancer's career with the new Sniper. It was really nice.
The new Sniper from Anna Bray?
No,
the new one from Escalation Protocol.
I like that one too, but the one from Escalation Protocol is basically a legendary Darcy. It has this perk called box breathing. So basically, if you're hard scoping for 2-3 seconds, the perk comes up and you deal. I don't know what the multiplier is, but I know I was doing 570 to the head in the Crucible with crit shots.
Can it one shot to the body?
No, I don't think it can quite one. It has to be. It's a precision damage multiplier.
Okay.
So it has to be a precision shot. So it's really good if you got box breathing going for people in their supers and stuff like that. Definitely bangs them out of it. But
you took out a blade dancer with it?
Yeah. There's a clip of it on
That's
Twitter.
gonna feel so good.
It just says rest. It was right in the middle of his dodge too, and yeah, it was really nice. You should check it out. But all these different catalysts that are changing up weapons, and
I love the catalyst.
Dude, yeah, and the exotic armor buffs. Like, have you used Lion Rampants since?
Yes.
Dude, and they
It's
don't
fun.
like you could throw hammers now and just keep soaring through the air. Like, oh, it's so good. And
What
then,
I like about it is I can just like soar above somebody with an SMG and just keep raining destruction. And it's like if I'm hitting them, it's basically a headshot. Like, it's really fun.
So find a weapon that has like the hip fire perk on it.
Ooh.
And just use one of those.
Got any suggestions?
It's really nice. One of the sidearms, I think there's like a 3-burst sidearm, or maybe it's the Atana, I think, or something, has a hip fire accuracy perk. There's a few auto rifles I can't think of off the top of my head, but the exotic I've been enjoying the most is Lunafaction boots for PvE. The ones where you throw down the rift and it just reloads your weapons. You got Escalation Protocol, 9 Guardians standing in one rift, just doing
with
rockets,
everything they can. Yeah,
and they're really good on Callus and stuff like that. And it's really starting to help play into like that power fantasy of like you're seeing what's the word I'm looking for? Identity. Like you can have an identity. Like back in the day, it was Chaperone, Destiny, Fun Police, Sky Sniping, True Vanguard, NLB Sidearm, KJ Hovey. You know what I mean? Like all these different personalities that were reflected through your weapon. You know what I mean? And I feel like these armor pieces and weapons are finally starting, even though you still see a shitload of Vigiwing, Graviton Lance, stuff like that, there still is a lot of individual play in there somewhere.
On the PvE side, Wilson, I feel like they've created a situation where they made the game harder, but they also made us more powerful to kind of fight it. But you're only more powerful if you're smart enough to realize it, right? Is you've got to synergize your build to be, this is in PvE. You have to synergize your build, and you have to talk to your teammates to make sure that you're actually doing what you need to do to be more powerful for the new harder content in the game. I think it's really actually ingenious what they've done.
It is. It's kind of getting back closer to like, in D1, granted, it was a lot of that stuff.
It breaks my heart every time you guys say that.
Getting
back closer to D1.
No, but it's getting closer back to that feeling of like, granted, it was in the skill tree, but there was a lot of stuff that you could spec for in your old skill trees in Destiny 1. And now it kind of seems like we're getting that via weapons and armor instead of the skill tree. I would like to see the skill tree revamped with a little bit more customization in the future or something like that.
Yeah, hopefully in September.
Yeah, maybe an ability to blend some of the things from the two trees themselves. Like, I think you could find some really synergetic builds that way. Would be really cool. But I'm starting to get more of a feel for that. And, like, there's so much stuff coming. So we've got... I still need to finish out my PvP ranked grind. I want the Register's Claymore. I'm getting ready to reset my Valor rank in quick play. So I need to go through that one more time to get that Ghost. We're going to get Prestige, Raid Layer, Inspire for both Raid Layer Prestiges. We're getting that reveal stream on Tuesday, which looks like we're going... I don't mean to be toxic, but we're going back to the reef, boys.
Back to the reef.
Like, go get a new card, bitches. We're going back to the reef.
For the queen.
But, like, and then most importantly, on Tuesday, we got the faction rally grind, and there's a lot of really cool shit coming with that. So, like, you're not... Whereas before, when faction rally would come around, you would pick a character, you would all select a different faction, and it meant nothing. Like you were going to get the winning weapon on one of your characters, depending. It meant absolutely nothing. Now you're only going to be able to pledge to one faction at a time, and there's actually incentives to keep ranking up. So you can get all the weapons and armor and stuff like that relatively quickly. I think it's like rank 25, 30. But if you want to start getting armor ornaments for exotics and like certain emotes and weapon catalysts for Sunshot, Graviton, Sweet Business, 3 really good weapons in the game right now, you're going to have to grind it out from one faction, and there's only going to be 3 rallies per event. So you're going to want to, break that up like throughout the couple months. And I actually have real quick, I hate to go on a tangent here, but I have a PvP public service announcement for the faction rally.
Oh.
All right. And then Briar knows it's going to break your fucking heart, but you got to listen to me. All right.
Look at his eyebrows.
Don't break my heart.
We all know that we all know that Future War Cult is the right choice.
Fuck you,
correct?
Sweet Dick Willie.
We
Don't
all
go
know
there.
Listen, Briar, we know that Future Warcolt is the correct choice. We want that Sunshot catalyst, and overall, we want to do the right thing. You know,
right?
Future Warcolt.
Hey, have some class. Follow Future Warcolt, man.
Here's the problem.
There's no problem.
Yes, hear me out, and you're gonna want to listen to this because this is the PvP public service announcement. So the winning weapon for Future Warcolt, if they win,
yes,
is probably the best weapon of the prize pool, in my opinion. It is a Last Hope 3-burst archetype Omelon sidearm with accurized rounds for hella range and Rampage, I believe. Rampage or Kill Clip. Here's the thing, though, Briar.
Did he turn you, Briar?
Here's the thing. No, he's already on the Future Warcolt side. That's what if Future Warcolt wins. But they're not going to because everybody wants the Graviton Lance. So hear me out.
Yeah.
If you pledge to Future Warcolt right now, and Dead Orbit ends up winning, you're going to have to pledge to Future Warcolt again to get that sidearm in the loot pool.
Well, we don't know that.
I'm pretty sure I've seen the winning weapons, and I'm pretty sure that's
I'm looking at both of your eyes, and Wilson, you have tons of conviction behind your eyes.
But hear me out.
There's a big question mark behind Briar's.
If you go Dead Orbit and you get the ornament the catalyst for Graviton Lance, and Future Warcolt wins anyway, you could just buy the sidearm, and then you could still continue on your pick a different faction because there's only 3 faction rallies. So I'll
say this, Beastly. The people who are most sure of themselves are usually the idiots. And I got to tell you, I am positive that Future Warcolt is the way forward.
I'm just saying, if you want,
This is so stupid.
I'm just saying, when you see you think Last Hope is bad, you think Traveler's Judgment is bad. Wait till this thing hits the Crucible, and you're forced to have to pledge to Future Warcolt for a second time, thus making you choose what catalyst you're going to have to miss out on. He's
saying just sell your soul once instead of having to sell it twice.
So here's the thing. Are we sure that, can you earn the catalyst just by playing in Future Warcolt, or do you think that it's going to be a reward for the faction winning?
No, it is 100%. You can go on Bungie.net and look at the entire reward system for the faction rally right now, and rank 50 is where you get the catalyst.
Okay, so you just got to rank up to 50 and you get the catalyst.
Just have to rank up to 50 and you get the catalyst, and they have the winning weapons shown for if whatever faction wins, they have shown the weapons that'll be available with the perks and everything, and the best looking one is that Omelon sidearm. So my point is, you're going to get sick and tired of people killing. You're not going to see Last Hope anymore. You're going to see this new one, and you're going to want it, and you're going to be forced to pledge to to the same faction or miss out. That's my
quick question for Destiny.
But usually, even if you're not pledged to the faction that wins, you usually can just walk over there and buy it for someone told amount of Glimmer, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. So even if you go Dead Orbit, even though you don't want to, let's just say by some stroke of luck that Future Warcolt wins, you could still just go buy it for 50,000 Glimmer.
Yeah,
am I wearing a leather trench coat over here? Am I wearing Doc Martens?
Look, man.
Do I have makeup on? No, I ain't pledging Dead Orbit.
It's okay to go to Hot Topic every now and then. They have some cool video game shirts, all right, dude?
So, real quick, Wilson, I heard you mention that most players want the Graviton Lance. What's so special about this Graviton Lance compared to the one that's already available?
Well, it got better already, Beastly. Yes. It's already better. Oh, it's really good now. So now, instead of being a weapon that shoots like a regular pulse rifle and then one special shot, now it shoots one shot and then the second shot. So it only shoots a pulse of 2 bullets. But it happens so fast that it almost feels like a scout rifle, and it does massive damage. It's one of the best weapons in the Crucible, by a long shot right now. Oh yeah, and it's fantastic in PvE as well. They really did a number on that gun.
It's really good, man. So the catalyst is going to give it. So check it out. The gun itself has no damage fall off. So which means that no matter how far you are away, those
it's going to do the same damage no matter what.
It's just like the Atlanta Anaconda. There's no damage fall off.
Yeah, there's just full frontal.
Instant.
And so people are like, well, why would I want more range on a gun with no fall off? Well, range on console affects your aim assist and how well your bullets register from a distance. So they're going to give it, what was it? I think it was range and basically hidden hand, where it has more aim assist, more target acquisition, which doesn't mean shit for PC, but for console, that's freaking huge, man. So they're going to win. I heard actually one of my buddy Will was in chat right now. Him and his friends were the ones discussing this whole public service announcement thing of why you should go dead orbit and just kind of let.
Oh, so Will is behind this.
Will is behind all of this, 100%.
Don't try to use Will as a scapegoat, Briar.
Remember, Will was also the one who called us out for when we said we weren't going to get Call of Duty, and he said if Call of Duty ever made a battle royale, we'd be all over it. Will,
look at Will. I'm allowed to change my goddamn mind. Okay.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, that's my tangent. It's awesome. It's great. I'm absolutely loving this.
I'll definitely be getting with you this week, Wilson. I can't wait to play it and try some of these revamped and retooled weapons. It's really awesome what they're doing with some of this stuff.
Briar, what do you think? Beastly, have you seen the little teaser picture for the reveal stream on Tuesday?
No, I've not.
Okay. It's basically, without a shadow of a doubt, showing like a depiction of the Reef from Destiny 1. So
and a Stargate.
And what appears to be a Stargate-esque gate. Yeah. It's pretty cool. So it looks like we're definitely going back to the Reef. My question to you...
Confirmed MacGyver's coming to Destiny.
Or maybe Briar. Yeah, 100%. What do you think we're going to see on Tuesday? What do you think we're going to do? Do you believe... Briar, I really liked your video about that. Was it that 4chan leak or whatever? Like, whether you believe it or not or whatever, it was still really interesting.
It was interesting, for sure.
There's a lot to kind of add to that conspiracy of... if you look at some of the new trials weapons that you can obtain, the 3 of them, if you look at like the flavor text, some of them kind of hint towards like the Queen, like it says like her plan will come to fruition. And if you remember at the end of the Taken King, when Eris was talking, she's like, my queen, it has all gone according to plan.
Oh,
you know what I mean? So there's all these like really weird like hints in the flavor text about the Queen and stuff like that. So and the 9 and all this shit. So it's kind of got me wondering if that's potentially true. Like,
real quick, I want to address this comment. DC in chat said Urk confirmed the leak was false. I'm not saying the leak was true, but Urk has confirmed false leaks in the past that ended up being true. That is something that has definitely happened. If you, I can give you one example for sure, like right off the top of my head, when the art was leaked for Destiny 2, like a year before Destiny 2 came out, they showed the Sentinel Titan, they showed the pole dancer, and they showed the
Dawnblade.
Thank you, Dawnblade. A year before Destiny 2, and Urk was on Twitter saying this is absolutely not the case. And then literally that art was in the game. So look, I'm not saying Urk's a liar. I'm just saying he's got a job.
Yeah.
That's a way to get irked. All right,
yeah,
so
like, I mean, it's pretty common for them. I mean, look at like, we don't believe the Borderlands devs, Briar, me and you, for a minute that they're not going to be revealing something.
I don't believe that motherfucker for a second.
No, like they, it's best to just kind of, nope, it's not true.
I'm not saying the leak is true.
Exactly. I'm
not saying it's true, but I'm also saying that Bungie saying it's not true isn't 100% reliable.
Totally. Deny. But all right, should we go on to the next topic?
So the next topic, I guess, for some people, would even apply to this.
Real quick, before we move on, how hyped are you for the reveal stream on Tuesday? We get to see what's coming in September, man. Brand new game mode for Destiny.
On a scale from eyes up to like Varric's going absolutely batshit crazy when you enter the Prison of Elders, how excited are you?
Oh, I'm gonna go with a butt squeeze from Zavala.
Who are you people?
What about have you noticed that the actual term for the new raid boss squeezing out that ball is people are saying he's pooping, like he's squeezing one out, like everyone calls it pooping now.
It looks like it's pooping.
They have kids, man. Yeah,
He
when you
totally
have
looks
kids,
like
it's
he's
really hard to say shit.
really trying, and that ball comes flying out. That's amazing, dude. But to answer your question, I'm super pumped, dude. You know, I'm like probably one of the biggest fanboys of this game, and I'm not afraid to admit it, man. I absolutely love this game. I'm really standing behind them after the advancements that they've made to Warmine. Briar smelling his microphone.
Yeah, I think it's time for a new new cover for the mic. Man, it's getting a little funky.
I'm pretty excited for it. I'll have to check it after work though, because I'll be laying concrete during that time. But Beastly, I don't know. Are you?
For me, it's easy. I'm more of a passive fan of Destiny. I don't follow the lore. I don't follow a lot of the well-known personalities in the Destiny universe, even though two of my best friends are deeply steeped and influential in the Destiny universe. It's just something I either don't have time for, or I've found other things to occupy that time. I'm always pleasantly surprised whenever a new reveal for Destiny comes. I'm never not excited when I see the new DLC or the new plans for the game. So, I mean, with that being said, on a scale of 1 to 10, it's as easy as 7. You know, whenever Destiny brings anything new, for me, it's always the excuse to get back in there. I feel like it's a brand new game all over again. So, yeah, I can't wait to this reveal. E3 is a really great time for gaming in general, but I'm always excited to see, especially with DLC that just hit. You know, it's still fresh for us to see something so soon.
Well received too. Well received DLC by the community.
You know, it's really hard to do, but we're men. We can have pipe dreams, right? We should all.
All I dream about is pipes. Pipes everywhere. Just like pipe. Oh my god!
I'll make you a pipe. Anyway, we should try to go to an E3 some year, man. Like, how cool would it be? Like at the three of it, even if it's just for a day.
Kate and I are trying to plan it for next year.
Are you really?
That'd be dope, man.
Yeah. Kate's a huge nerd.
We could fucking use the Streamlabs mobile app and live stream Revolver Hits E3, and
that'd be fun.
You and Briar could get press passes, and I'll be your camera guy. And we can go around interviewing.
Look at Briar's wheels turning. You can literally see it.
It would be freaking amazing if we just kind of did it as a gag, like we, a gag news group or something.
That'd be fun, man. All right, let's start playing that. We'll do that. Yeah, let's start playing that. It'd be really cool. We do a revolver from right on the floor at E3. That'd be amazing.
Even if it's just for one day, you know what I mean? If we just go for one day, do it, hang out. I know it'd be tough just to.
Well, you gotta be at least 2 days because we gotta get some drinks afterward. I want to share some drinks with you fellas.
Absolutely, man.
Hey, I don't drink milk anymore, but coconut milk, sure.
Yeah, man. Any drink, water, whatever, alcohol, down.
Tea, water, it's water. All right, guys. So the next topic, is super exciting. It's going to get everybody's blood rushing. How do you deal with burnout? What is the three facets of this question? Are what has burned you out? What has been a burnout release? And struggling with any burnout currently. So, what has burned you out? What game has burned you out that you don't want to revisit, guys?
So this one wasn't about games. I wrote this one, and Wilson really expanded upon it. Right now, I'm really approaching burnout, right? It's like, you know how you feel it, like you can see it coming, and like, you got to do something about it before it gets you. Because burnout is rough. When you're burnt out, it's like, it's hard to do your job. It's hard to just like, the motivation to just like do what you need to do can be like overwhelming, right? And right now, this actually happens to me at the end of every spring and at the end of every fall, because I have a lot going on. Obviously, like the YouTube thing gets hot and heavy fall and spring, because we usually either have a new release for Destiny or a big update for Destiny. But also it corresponds with photo season for me. I go pretty hard in the spring and early winter. It's like football, soccer, and hockey. In the fall, and then in the spring, it's baseball and soccer and some other sports, but mostly baseball. So I'm actually just like kind of going. A lot of days are 18-hour days where I wake up, I start working, and I go to bed, and then it's just like consecutive for weeks at a time, right? It's like, and it's not that I hate what I'm doing. It's just that you lose the
drive to continue
Fun.
because it becomes redundant.
The joy in your life you stop having like time to have the joy in your life, right? It's when it becomes all about work. Yeah, you might enjoy your work, but you also enjoy your family, enjoy your friends, you enjoy like, just hanging out. Hell, you might just enjoy like sitting on the couch watching some movies sometimes. I'll sit on the couch and watch trailers. Like that's one of my things. I like to sit on the couch.
Me too, yeah.
And on the Apple TV, there's like there's a thing that's just for trailers. And all it has is just the trailers for upcoming movies. I'll sit there for an hour and watch that shit. I almost enjoy it better than the movie. The movie's too fucking long. Give me that. The 1.5-minute trailer.
I'm gonna hurry. Let's go. Next
Right.
trailer, please.
So I don't know. Like so, right now it's like toward this time I'm off and feeling that because I'm just going. Lucky for me, I've got a week left of photo season, and then I think I'm taking a vacation. My wife's taking a vacation.
You are
I
taking a vacation. Don't
I think I'm
fake
going
it.
to join
stuff.
her and just be like off the grid for a week. We're going to do a staycation where we stay at home, do some yard work, that's the other thing. It's like I never do any yard work in the spring or fall, and that's when you need to be doing yard work, right? Because I'm working all the time. I'm working the weekends, I'm working at night. So yeah, it's like that's why I made the topic, but it's like I never really know how to deal with it. Vacations. I get bored on vacation. You know what I mean? Because I'm one of those guys that when I go on vacation, I got to plan everything out.
Yep.
Whereas like, okay, Monday we're going to the water slide, then we're going to go see the cliffs, and then we're going to go jet skiing. On Tuesday, we're going to go to, this place, that place, and then we're going to end the day at this restaurant, and I'll plan a whole vacation out like that because the one thing I cannot do is just sit still. Like it's fucking it's the worst.
Well,
it's the worst
you don't
thing.
want to go on vacation and stay at a fucking hotel inside a hotel the whole time. Like I'm the same way. Like when I go up to Madison, Wisconsin for the trade show every year, me and my buddy literally open up the hotel door, throw our shit in, close it, and go to the local glassblowing studio and hang out with everyone because it's like this is where we sleep. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to be in the hotel room. The only other time that I like straight chilling, doing nothing on vacation is if like you're camping, because then you're usually drinking, which means you ain't really doing shit other than drinking. You know what I mean? So like that's a lot of fun. But like I feel you on that burnout, dude. So like my burnout is kind of similar but a little different. So like everybody that has listened to the show for a while now knows that I do glass blowing and stuff like that, and I deal with a lot of head shops and different pipe shops and things. Well, if you want to have a successful pipe shop, you got to open one up near a college campus. Like, let's be real. Like, it just makes sense. You know what I mean? So when during the summertime, all these kids are out for the summer, the industry takes a bit of a slow turn for me, and it is like a hellacious grind for all the glass blowers because everyone's hitting everyone up asking them for glass, and you either get the I'm not buying or I literally just bought from so and so, and you know what I mean. So it's really tough, man, because it's not a matter of if it sells, it's a matter of when it sells. I've never had something that didn't sell, you know what I mean? Like eventually it will sell, but like pretty soon, like during the summertime, you're seeing like all this glass piling up and stuff, and like you get tired of looking at it. So then you got to cut like a really good deal on it during the summertime. So that's why I took the concrete job, is so now that I can just kind of work at my own leisure, take more risks, because if the damn thing breaks, I don't really care now because that's not going to be currently my primary source of income.
Your week's paycheck. Yeah,
that's right, man. Like it's really hard like to watch your paycheck crumble in front of your face, and then you're like, well, shit, I just wasted an entire day. Now I have to make a bunch of little simple stuff that I know won't break that will make up for it. And you're just like kind of playing catch up and stuff like that. But the burnout is kind of similar. Like I absolutely love glass. I'll never stop doing glass. It's been very therapeutic for me, but it's during the summertime, it's that uncertainty. Like fall, winter, and spring, I'm so busy, busy.
Do you market for all audiences? Is there a particular demographic that you more so?
Stoners.
Okay.
Pot smokers.
I just had a thought, right? Gamers.
I do make cool stuff. Hear me out. Okay. Like it's really cool as a stoner to be like, oh, if I was to do glass, I want to make pipes. You know what I mean? Like it is cool to make pipes and things like that. But my passion is jewelry and marbles and like art and stuff like
that's
that.
what I was going to say.
But that is such a niche market. And the moment that anyone in the art community finds out that you've made a bong,
Dunzo.
They don't give a shit anymore. Man,
Well,
you pushed a bowl in it. Like, why does everything have to be a pipe? Why can't everything be a pipe? Like, it's the whole thing of like, you make this amazing structure, this amazing sculpture, and you put a slide in it or push a bowl in it or something. It's like, why not? You know, like there's, you know, because we want to, you know.
I've been on Beasley. I have been on him to make engrams, like engrams from Destiny, since I met him.
Those would be kind of painful for the idea that I had, but engrams are in the same. Listen, Pokeball anal beads. All you
Pokeball anal beads.
Go after
gotta fit them all.
Sexy
gotta
nerds.
fit them all. Like,
Yeah, that could be the logo on the box. That could be the logo on the box. Like sexy gamer nerds. Pokeball anal beads, and you can just sell them. I think it'd do well.
Absolutely. I like. Here's my thing about like I've been asked to make sex toys, and like, obviously I'm not like, I'm very comfortable with my sexuality. Like I don't have a problem making sex toys, but like I don't know if there's like a proper annealing cycle that those have to go through. Like if I wrecked somebody because I didn't anneal something,
shattered,
like I wouldn't.
Well, how hard is the glass before annealing? Because you have to annealing is softening the process.
No, like annealing is like when you get done making the piece and you bake it at like 1,000 degrees. And what's happening is like glass in its natural form likes to be teardrop or spherical. That's its most structurally sound form. It behaves very much like a liquid in its molten state. Then to achieve all the shapes and things and make pipes out of it, you have to shape it and stretch it, and all this stuff adds what's stress to the glass. Mm-hmm. So when you're shaping it and pulling it, you're rearranging the molecules. And
so you're doing a stress relief, is what you're saying.
Basically, and by the time the end of it, it doesn't, on a molecular scale, it's like, I don't know what the fuck I am. So you put it back in the kiln at 1,000 degrees and it anneals it. And it's basically rearranging its molecular structure to,
do you think
now I'm a pipe, now I'm a Pokeball.
A dildo.
Or, yeah. Okay. You know
so,
what I mean?
Is it possible, because, this is the world I live in, too, we're speaking the same language, can you temper it down after annealing?
Once it's annealed, like that's pretty much it. Like there's not really much of like, fun fact, like they have been using, so the glass I work with is borosilicate. It has a coefficient of 33, which is the higher the coefficient, the softer the glass. The lower the coefficient, the harder the glass. They've been using borosilicate glass to make submarines that go down underwater, and the more they're spherical glasses, like hollow. And the more pressure that gets put on it evenly, the stronger
it gets.
It becomes. So we're actually potentially going to be able to explore like further depths of the ocean because of borosilicate glass, which would be really cool.
I'm hearing a lot of sciencey stuff right now. But I don't know. I think I might be like a climate change denier, where there's no amount of science that's going to get anybody to convince me to stick a glass rod up my ass. Like, it's just not happening.
Listen, Brian.
Have you talked to Gary Diaz? I bet he could talk you into it.
I bet he could.
Listen, I bet he could. Look, I never stuck anything up my ass either. The only thing that even goes near my ass is toilet paper and a wash rag. But look,
I'm not hating on sticking stuff up your ass. I'm just saying glass, man. Glass ain't a great idea.
No. Let me just say this. If you go into a sex shop, there are glass paraphernalia for penetration everywhere, made of pure glass. And this is a big thing. Yeah. I've actually, I'm not going to say I haven't bought anything as a gift before, but it's true, and it works pretty well. I mean, it's
for a friend. For a friend. Asking for a friend.
You can have a friend, right? I mean, I hope we all have friends. There's nothing wrong with gifting someone a piece of glass. I mean, you can give someone champagne glasses, or you can give them a black spherical object and get the same or better smile from them.
Briar had a bit of a culture shock look on his face right there.
I'm going to stick with good old-fashioned rubber dildos, man. They flop around. They're hilarious. lube them up, stick them up
Me,
there, you're
myself,
good to
and
go.
Irene,
Call it a
man.
night.
Was the video? There was some politician in Russia. They had a drone with a big old dildo on the end of it. And
Yeah,
did you guys ever see that?
flying
Yo,
around,
that was
flying.
amazing.
Listen, dude, they were so homophobic about it. They were like, "Ooh, I don't want to touch
It was a big
it."
one too.
This
Big
one,
pink dildo.
It was
this
huge.
one like Russian Secret Service guy like
Flopping
jumped
around
up
like
and
Killed it,
smacked
yeah.
and gave everyone this look like, really? Like it was that hard? Like, you know what I mean? Like everyone was like so worried that they were gonna have to touch this dick, and this one dude just came up and Shaquille O'Neal did.
Yeah, he Kobe'd it. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, he Kobe'd it.
Fucking dildos.
And that's
All right.
why I'm out. What about you, Beasley?
Fuck. All right, so real quick, for me, burnouts, for the most part, and that's another heat treating term. I get burnt out playing video games from time to time. I used to get burnt out from podcasting, but that hasn't happened to me in a little bit. But video games, it's something that's usually a part of my life quite a few times during the week. I try to play or complete a game every week or two. And sometimes I get home and, I'm in the midst of a game. I'm 70% done with it. And I'll come and I'll sit down and I'm like, damn it, I feel like I got to work. I got to turn this thing on. It's fun. But I feel like sometimes I need to cut it off, roll it back, go in the living room, lay on the sectional, turn on YouTube or turn on Netflix or talk to my kids and see what they're doing just to kind of regulate my life. I don't like anything to have complete control over everything I'm doing. And as someone who does YouTube and does podcasting, video games is a really big, and Briar, you're really deeply steeped in this shit. It's a really, really important part and a big part of your daily existence, but just doing it constantly and consistently, at some point, the fun factor, it's always going to be there, but you lose a little bit of that, and it starts to feel more and more like a job.
Basically, it's a different kind of entertainment because it's an active form of entertainment, right? Whereas watching TV or watching videos on YouTube is a passive form.
Yeah.
Whereas when I'm watching TV or something, like I'm not really like engaging. I might be really interested in watching it depending on what I'm watching, but a lot of time I'm just like basically zoning the fuck out. And
I don't know. I see you as like a horror film. Don't go in there, you idiot.
I can't
What
watch
are you
horror
doing?
films. Willie, I'm telling you, I cannot watch horror films.
Oh.
I get so fucking upset at these goddamn dumbasses. What do you mean you're splitting up? Have you ever seen a fucking horror movie before?
Yeah,
Don't split up. Don't go to the basement. Get the fuck out. Oh, you knocked the bad guy down. Pick up his fucking gun. Shoot him. Then shoot him again because he ain't dead yet.
This is Briar during the horror film. I just invoked it.
Yes, you did. He let it all out. He just vented on that shit.
I hate horror movies. I hate them. I hate them.
Because they're very seldom are they good anymore. Nowadays it's all cliched bullshit. The white girl always falls on the 14th step of her run. It's just so fucking pathetic.
I feel you guys. So sorry to
Black guy dies before the credits even before the title screen. The black guys go, oh, I'm gonna go get me some buffalo wings, shawty. All right, walk outside. Oh, he's dead. I'm like, what the fuck? It's all cliched bullshit. It's very seldom is there any good horror movies anymore.
Yo, that was some bullshit back in the day. Yeah, it was always the black guy that died first.
Back in the day,
It's
shit.
They still do that.
I call bullshit because I tell you right now, the black guy'd be like the first one that'd be like, oh, I ain't going out here.
Damn right. I always call back one of the stupidest. If you're a young person, it might be a little much for you. A movie called Night of the Demons, about this chick named Angela and her friends that go to this haunted house to have this party and a lot of sex, a lot of titties. Girl takes a thing of lipstick and inserts it into her nipple all the way in. Just some freaky ass shit. But the one survivor at the end, it was this innocent white chick and a black dude named Roger who wasn't having this shit. And as a young black guy watching always the black guy die first in every film, it was like, I don't know. It was like a
revelation.
Yes, it was a historic black moment for me. I was watching the film and I'm like, this black dude's still alive? I'm watching this shit for an hour and a half.
Beasley plays that every February.
Yes, Black History Month, Night of the Demons is getting played. And so fucking Roger.
That gotta survive the horror
I'll never
film.
forget. Look, it's a B grade horror movie, but I remember the guy because it meant something. This black guy that these demons are after him at the very end of the movie, and there's barbed wire fencing, and they said Roger, and he's screaming, grabbing, climbing up the damn barbed wire fence through the pain, through the watching his friends being disemboweled, and he fucking climbed that fence and left the white girl.
He left her?
Damn right he did.
Fuck that
girl.
bitch. It's just no good for him anyway.
She wasn't gonna give him no trim. Shit. He said, I've been at this party with you dancing for 2 hours. Everybody dead. You uninterested. You might be interested now, but I ain't saving your ass.
He ain't finna take her home. He ain't finna take her home to mama, that's for sure. He's out.
Okay. So now that we got that amazing topic behind us, summer games, and this is a topic from about 2 weeks ago. Summer is upon us, and a legion of brats are about to be released upon their parents, and I can feel this now, surely. What are good summer games that would keep these anxious teens satisfied through the summer?
I gotta be honest. I don't feel like I got anything out of our last topic. Like, we had some fun, but I didn't get any solutions. I didn't get any. You know what I mean? Like, we talked about what burns us out, but we didn't talk about how we get over it. How did we get over that hump?
I go watch
what I mean?
TV. It's life. Briar, life it's nothing's going to end. Heartache won't end. If you ever get cheated on, there's nothing to guarantee you'll never get cheated on again. If you get beat up, nothing to guarantee that you won't be Buffalo again. It's life. So you gotta, go through life and expect the unexpected. And when you get burnt out, it's never going to be a situation where you don't get burnt out of something.
Right.
So, you figure out a way to mull through it for the time being. And then once that's done, you just rinse and repeat when you get burnt out again. So, like going on a vacation when you get tired of the same old shit.
Yeah. Like, for me, it's really easy. When I get burnt out on something, I usually deal with all the important life shit that I've put off that allowed me to get burnt out on the thing to begin with. So
I'm totally different than both of you guys. I could go to a hotel, but that's me, and it's probably not best to be that way because women don't like that shit. But I can go to a hotel, a nice hotel room, 5-star, and I could spend 3 days out of a week in there and not leave the room and just talk about, what do you think about this wallpaper? It's so much nicer than we got.
Oh my god, I will go stir crazy in minutes.
Room service is pretty dope though. Like, okay, hear me out. Like, if you go on vacation with the intent, like, let's say you just go by yourself or something, you know what I mean? Like, I would be okay with just bringing my PlayStation, locking myself up, and just ordering mad room service the whole time. Like, just
go on a
cruise. Room service is dope.
Room service is pretty good.
On a cruise, if you go on a cruise, the room service is free. But on a cruise, you don't have to be Briar because Briar is very, I want to say, anal about having something to occupy his space and his time on a vacation. If you go on a cruise, you can do 1,000 different things every day. And, you could just look at the itinerary when you wake up and say, ooh, this sounds nice. Oh, at this time. And you can just go do whatever the fuck you want and eat good and drink and get fucked up. And you come back to your room at nighttime and smack your girl in the ass, pow, or your boy on the ass if you're Gary. And, it's a ton of fun. Go on a cruise. It's a ton of fun.
Revolver does vacation. We're going on a cruise because Briar's got to have some shit to do. I got to have room service.
Yeah. And I gotta be able to smack Kate's ass.
One of the best vacations I ever took was actually down to Mexico, and the hotel I stayed at had every day at noon had a pool volleyball game where if you missed a shot, you had to swim over to the bar, which was in the pool. Like, it was the bar was literally 2 inches above the surface of the water on the pool. Amazing. And the bartender's standing on the other side of the bar in the pool with you, and he'd serve you a shot every time you missed the shot in volleyball.
Ooh.
It was so much fun. People were into it too, diving for the ball and really getting into it. It's so much fun.
You'd have to carry me out of that fucking pool by the end of the day, 100%. I'd be like, lifeguard, are you drowning, sir? Nope. Just need a hand getting the fuck out of here.
Just can't lift myself anymore. Also, you might want to check the pool filter.
you might want to install the chlorine that shows when people pee in the pool.
Go with the good stuff on the chlorine tomorrow.
Don't skip on the chlorine. Yo, have you guys ever seen that shit, a public pool where they had the chlorine that would turn purple if somebody peed in it? I seen that.
Is that real? It's real? I didn't know it was real.
was a real thing. I thought it was a myth too, because like my neighbors always used to say, like, we know it if you're gonna pee in the pool.
Yeah.
I may have.
Do you
peed
know
in the
right
pool
now?
Once. I may have peed in the pool once, and nothing ever happened.
Do it
So
when you're in a group of people. It's like being in a skating rink. My family is a group of avid skaters, and every time, every now and then, as a teenager, you get a little bit of gas. And being a 200-pound man back in 2000, the gas will be coming. You're like, oh, maybe I should release some. I'll wait till I'm in this group of 30 people. And then you're skating past everybody. They get left in a cloud of smoke, and everybody looks at everybody else.
You're a real
like
son of a bitch.
Christmas.
I used to go where nobody could smell or hear it.
No.
Smell or hear? Wait a minute. Hear you peeing underwater?
No, farting. He's talking about farting. He's not talking about pissing in a roller skate rink.
Right, you can smell it, but you
Okay,
can't hear it. Okay, and guess what? If they skate fast enough, it'll be over in a blink. So it's
You'll be
only for
gone by
people
the time it actually hits anybody.
Yeah,
Wait,
and-
you did crop dusting on rollerblades?
In the roller rink, in the
no, not
derby.
it's quads. Who do you think I am?
I mean, rollerblades are way cooler, bro.
No,
Like,
the
have
hell
you
they're not.
played?
I'm not sure I could get on this train, Wilson.
I had rollerblades as a kid, and I'm kick-ass.
Nobody's
Right? I'm kick-ass.
How kick-ass would you have been if you had quads?
Quads is the shit. I got 2 pairs.
More kick-ass.
You
Everybody
know who
else
the-
is running around in rollerblades, and you're like, check
What
this
the
out.
fuck? What the fuck is this dude?
Yeah, but you can't grind on quads. You know
Yes,
what I'm
the hell
saying?
you can.
You can't hit the rails, but it doesn't look as cool.
It looks
Like-
cooler. Where you been, man?
Listen, when I see quads, like a guy with quads, I picture like Gary Diaz. You know what I mean? Like I can picture Gary Diaz rolling up on a pair of quads.
Have you ever seen
like,
Roll Bounce with
some milkshakes.
the rapper T.I. that came out about 10 years ago, Roll Bounce? That's Cascade Skating Rink down here in Atlanta. That's where we skated at. We weren't there during the filming, but that's skating.
The place
You
where they
watch that
filmed it
shit.
at?
Watch it, Wilson. Your dick will grow 2 inches longer just from watching that film. That's how you get down, bro. Roll Bounce, man.
Is that the
Parliament
secret?
Funkadelic.
Hey, is that the secret to the Atlanta Anaconda? Is quads?
No, it's genetics.
Oh.
I gave my dad 5 yesterday. I went to visit him. He was standing on his balcony. I just reached down and said, "Smack!" He said, "Smack!" It wasn't our hands. It's pretty cool.
Man.
So, are we going to get to the summer games topic? Are we going to talk about more ways for
Yeah, summer
Briar to
games.
get over his burnout?
The games
Briar,
of summer. I'm
sorry.
watching Roll Bounce. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's my iPhone.
Watch Roll Bounce, all right? That's how you do it. Yeah, summer games. I would say, first of all, keep your kids away from Fortnite. Summer games are a blast.
Why do you say that?
Because once they get the bug, like a friend of mine, a coworker, Brian at work, his son, Brody, is playing Fortnite, and it's like he's a zombie now. He can't do anything else. And that's all he talks about. Brett's birthday was yesterday. He had a friend give him $70 on top of all his other birthday shit. Yeah, I asked him, I said, what kind of blowjob do you give at school? $70? What's going on?
$70. I know back in my day, my friends just rolled a doobie and was like, "Happy birthday, dude!" Like that was it. Like $70.
Our friends were saying, "Who bought the cake? Can I come and get a beat?" They didn't give us shit. So Brett got $70 from a friend on a PlayStation card yesterday, and he spent it on Fortnite. And I was like, "You're 17 years old. What has this game done to you?" But yeah, Fortnite's a fun game, obviously, if you like Battle Royale. But for me, summer game stuff to really get into would be like God of War, perfect example. Great game. Super awesome. Briar hates me saying this, but Detroit Become Human is fucking phenomenal. I don't care about the bootleg paid actors that say the game is not good.
I don't hate you saying
Pro
that.
reviewers.
You
The
see,
game
I
is
don't hate you saying that.
He's not
If you
hating. He's
enjoy,
just stating.
yeah, if you enjoy something, that's fine, man.
Here's my
What's the
problem.
last
with it.
game that you gave like a bad review to?
I gotta think. Because I usually don't play them. Like, if the game is bad, I'll stay away from it. I can't really think. Just off the cuff. The last game, one of the bad games is, what is that Shinji Mikami horror game that came out? Not the second one that just recently came, but the first one was really, really bad. Quantum Break was horrible. But I
You gave that a glowing review on your YouTube channel.
No, the hell I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Roll tape. Roll footage.
Roll the tape.
Roll footage.
I skewered that game. What are you talking about?
Can I talk about?
I remember you talking about that game. I know it was either on Beastly Thoughts or it was on your YouTube channel because you were loving that game, and then you came like 2 weeks later. You're like,
Let me just say it like Gary. It'll hypnotize you. No, sir.
I think you got some revisionist history going on there, Beastly.
Roll the fucking tape, okay? You guys watch my Quantum Break review and then hit Briar's ass on Twitter and tell him who was right and who was wrong. I skewered that game. The game sucked. It wasn't fun. The characters were cookie cutouts of nobodies.
I think what we actually need to do is find your review and then go back to Beastly Thoughts from like 2 weeks before that review.
Chad,
and look at the difference.
I did the review, so I beat the game. So I mean, when I beat the game in a matter of two or 3 days. So maybe I was excited. I was excited about it because to me it was like Infamous Second Son. It looked like on that style, superhero style game. I'm thinking at this time Xbox is going to start bringing out meaningful IPs. It looked great. They've been working on it for a number of years, so I was really excited about it. Had a bunch of B-rated actors in it. They're integrating a TV film or a TV show with it. So I'm thinking this is going to be something new, something exciting. I played it. By the end of the game, I was super disappointed. It was extremely boring. The gameplay mechanics failed.
Maybe what happened was you came on Beastly Thoughts, you hadn't finished it yet or something.
Yeah, I take it back too.
I gotta say, Roll Bounce, man, looks amazing. Like, I'm definitely watching this. This is a movie, right?
Yeah, it's a movie.
Is this available on Netflix or anything?
I don't know if it's on Netflix, but that's Cascade Skating Rink, and
sure it's available on the internet somewhere.
Look at those eyes.
It looks good.
It looks really good, right, Brian?
Yeah, man. I like the music. I like everything about it so far.
You can't do that shit on rollerblades. Now, we go skating to be my dad, my older brother Joe, my baby brother Joe, my brother Calvin, and my brother Ray, and myself. And we'd all go skate. And Ray was the only one on rollerblades because, unfortunately, Ray has no rhythm. Even his girlfriend told me when he first started dating, she said, he can't fuck. I said, oh. But Ray can't skate either. Yeah,
dude, he's got to get rid of that girl. Any girl that would say that.
Yeah. Well, they were in the throes of a separation. He got caught with her in his bedroom, and he threw just his blanket. She was on the floor. Threw his blanket over her, and her mom walked in there and said, "Ray, what's that on the floor, Ray?" Naked bitch. But yeah, they ended up splitting up, and she told me outside they were out there arguing. And he was on 18. She said, I don't want to be with you. You know your brother can't fuck, right? And I was like, he can't really skate either, but I love him.
Giveaway?
Yeah, so rollerblades are for people who can't fuck.
You think the two are connected? Rollerblades are for people who can't fuck.
Tell you
and that's the games we're playing this summer.
Yeah.
That's it. You know what? I'm getting me a pair of rollerblades. I'm bringing them to Guardian Con, and I'm gonna show you rhythm.
We gotta have a skate off. Beastly versus Wilson. Rollerblades versus quads.
You don't want it.
Oh, yes, he does. You can see it in his eyes. He's not scared.
Here's a better tip. Wear your rollerblades to bed tonight, and let Sam tweet us tomorrow and see if you're better with rollerblades.
Telling you right now, my rollerblades will knock the socks off you. I'm telling you.
You gotta keep socks on to have them on. No skating without socks there.
Gotta knock those quads right off. You're gonna be like, hot damn, boys got rhythm.
Can you skate backwards?
The people want this to happen. Absolutely. We gotta have a skate off.
Not even wait till dark.
I'm going to have my kids use my camera. I might, because my house is all hardwood floors, except for my office. So I might do this shit tonight.
Let's see it
on Twitter. Slay you, boy.
If I find a pair for the Revolver Garage Sale Challenge, motherfucker, I'm going down.
Oh, I can't wait to see you, brother. I can't wait to see.
If they got size 12s,
15s, man. I got big ass size 15s.
15s? Damn.
Anacondas ain't small, man.
Nope.
No. So the next topic, since we all talked about summer games, are there too many trade shows? Are there too many video game trade shows? And these are just a few, just off the top of my head.
Yeah.
I want to give you guys my thoughts on E3, Tokyo Game Show, PSX, Paris Games Week, and of course there's more. Gamescom.
Was that German one? Is that Gamescom the German one?
Yeah, I mean it's really a lot.
PAX East, PAX South, PAX West.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No PAX Midwest. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Uh,
Pope's like Pope says the other day, like, we should all go to PAX West and like do like a Destiny thing. I'm like, that's like the day after Destiny comes out. I'm like, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah. Next year, though. Next year.
No, because
my
the
thought
thing-
is, right, guys, and you guys know what I'm talking about. Years ago, when we were coming up and video games were really starting to blow up and become mainstream, there was really two really big, well-renowned video game kind of shows, and it was E3, and there was Tokyo Game Show, and those were really the two predominant big showings that, you know, the big two or big three, depending on who it was at the time, would come out. You know, Sega would be there, PlayStation would be there, Nintendo would be there, and they would show their offerings, and it would be a huge kind of extravaganza of news. And now it seems like it's defeated itself, because every month, every 2 months, towards the end of the year, it really comes to a fever pitch. There's a show after a show after a show. And for me, it's really hard to get excited when everything is coming out as a trickle. It's coming out as a trickle.
Yeah,
versus,
so opposed
versus
to
the huge explosion of news and gaming that we used to get. It's like we got E3. People are excited about these 4 tentpole games that Sony's got going on, and of course we got Microsoft, which they have to do something this year. You know, as far as IPs go, Nintendo's got news, and we got EA, and you know we got everybody's going to be there doing these shows. But later on in the year, we got Paris Games Week. We got Tokyo Game Show. How can they keep people excited when they're showing a lot of the same stuff throughout the year, or they're showing one tentpole type of experience every couple of shows versus just migrating back to either, like if I was Sony, I'd either do just E3 and then PSX. To me, that would keep their fan base more excited. Nintendo should do just E3 and maybe a Nintendo thing. But for me, it's so much stuff to follow. You know, it's so hard it's so hard for us to watch. We can't watch all these things. But you know, if we had, like we did in the old days, a really exciting, boombastic kind of conference that encompassed everything.
I don't mean to interrupt you. I gotta go. I'm having a little bit of a personal emergency, so I've got to run.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry, but I gotta handle this like right now. So
we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, it's not like we'll be okay, but it's just something I got to do like right now.
Go handle it, Briar.
All right, thank you guys. Love you guys, and I'll see you guys later.